4.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
former Steve Miserak Open champ,
Mike Zuglin is in
former Seminole Pro Tour Player of the Year, former multiple winner on our Jazz Northeast 9-ball tour, Rob Syed. His opponent from New York City. He won our first tournament we ever had here at Turning Stone way back in 2000. He's a two-time U.S. Open 9-ball champion. He's the Billiards Digest 2000's Player of the Decade. He's a recent inductee in the BCA Hall of Fame. He's on our poster. We have posters up front if you'd like to grab one.
The match at hand right here is going to be Karen Corr versus Johnny Morra in a race to 9. We're looking for the fireworks to start firing. Let's listen into Mr. Mike Zuglin, and then we'll get into our sponsors just a little bit. But we really got to thank NYC Grind for jumping on board, along with AZ Billiards. Without AZ Billiards, this wouldn't be possible. Keeping Upstate Owl on the road. Live stream news on Facebook. Simonis Cloth and Aramis Balls. The Kings of Vapor and also the Kings of Billiards out in Akron, Ohio. The Tap League, the best amateur league in North America. Let's get over to Mike Zuglin. Hey, Danny, what an honor to have you aboard, sir.
Honored to be here.
He's a former bank champion at the Derby City Classic, former bar table U.S. 8-ball champ. He's an 8-time Canadian champ. He's sponsored by Volteri, Cases, QChog.com, Hustlin' USA, Clothing, Falcon Hughes, and Kings of Vapor. Johnny Morra right there. And his opponent. She's always a fan favorite here at Turning Stone, and every time she comes play with us on our tour, she's beaten us 5 times. She's won 5 of our tournaments, and believe me, when she wins in the finals of one of our tournaments, those guys don't like it, do they? They don't like it. She's won 25 women's professional billiard tour championships. She's been on TV more times than probably anyone in history. She's a former #1 ranked player in the world. From Feasterville, Pennsylvania, Karen Corr.
Well, there you have the introductions, folks. Karen Corr, the Irish Invader, playing Johnny Morra out of Canada. Danny DiLiberto, Upstate Owl in the booth. Going to try to call this.
Quick story about Karen. She played in the tournament in North Carolina. She beat Larry Lascotti, and Jimmy Rempe went up to Larry and said, "How could you let a woman beat you?" She went on to beat Jimmy twice to win the tournament.
And she's capable of beating anybody in the world.
She's a great player.
Between her and Allison Fisher back in the day, they ruled the school. And now, of course, you have Guy Young Kim and many other young guns coming up, Kelly Fisher. Yeah. But this young lady right in front of us, Karen Corr. Don't ever count her out of any tournament. We've seen her knock out the best in the West.
She beat Rempe twice to win a tournament. That's something.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think she's beat just about everybody one time or another.
She never beat me because we never played.
All right. Johnny Morra for the opening break. We are racing tonight, folks.
Johnny Morra also won the bank pool tournament at Derby City one year. And I never saw a bank pool match in Toronto, and that's where he's from. But he won the bank pool tournament.
Yeah, he can play just about any discipline, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how he plays three-cushion billiards, but I know he does play snooker pretty sharp, too. The 9 ball's leaking towards the right-hand corner. It's just going to hang.
It didn't leak hard enough.
But the 5 ball being right there, looks like it might be a race to the 5.
Well, he definitely doesn't have, or she doesn't have a shot at the 1.
He plays out of Crow's Nest in Plastow, New Hampshire. He's sponsored by azbilliards.com, Pet Shower Custom Cues, and Volturi Cases. Clayton Rocha and his opponent, another young, up-and-coming young player. He's a former Moscone Cup team member. He's a multiple Virginia and Maryland state champ, former CSI National 8-ball champ, plays all games well. His many tournament wins to his credit already in his young career. Brandon Schuff. Good luck. Here's another young gentleman right over here from Acworth, Georgia. He was the...
Well, it looks like John Morra is probably going to try to tuck the 1 ball behind the 7 and 2, just to hide the 1. Now, Danny did say he's a bank pool champion. Oh, he might hide the cue ball.
His opponent, the other man, right over here from Bath, New York. He's been having a great year on our tour. He's been right up
hide
in the
the
money.
cue, but the cue
too
leaks
hard.
out.
He shot too hard. But it's a tricky layout. You know, we got to tie up. But it might not get to those balls because, like you said, the 5 to the 9 could end the game.
And she does have an opportunity to pocket this 1 ball if she wants to take the shot into the corner and then break out that 2-7 that's tied up there. She might just elect to go into it.
That's the 2-7?
Yeah, the 2-7.
I see it.
Yeah.
I can't see the 2 real well.
Those 2 gorgeous custom engraved jazz cues. One's going to go right before the 8 o'clock round tonight. The other one's going to go tomorrow right before the 7 o'clock round.
Just nudge it, but she's got on the opposite side of it.
She might be able to make it.
Wow, this would be the shot right now, the match, if she cuts this into that corner.
I think she has it, but she's going to have to come with a little reverse English when she hits that end rail to get back to the 3. But the shot is tough.
Right.
But she does have a chance to do what I said. She's going to hit the side rail and then the end rail, and she needs left-hand English to get to the 3.
Looks like that's what she's doing, Danny.
Sure,
Unless she's just going to play safe and bring the cue ball back down and just move the 2
No,
over.
she did what I
She played
said.
the shot.
A little too
position on
hard,
the-
but
the
you know.
Yeah, position was too hard, and the position on the 3 is brutal. But she has to carry him into the 9, so she can.
It's free.
Yeah, it's a free shot, 2-way.
Good call. And like I said yesterday, these players are lucky you're not in the tournament, Al, because you're playing real good.
Yeah, they like I said yesterday, they protested. They had signs and they were picketing outside. So it was either I play and nobody plays, or everybody plays and I stay out. So Mike Zuglin said, "You can't play. Got to play from your seat." Here's the shot. Free shot at the 9.
She might have scratched. Nope.
Well, made the 9 a little bit easier as it's in the jaws, but what a shot John has to come with.
Yeah. But when a person almost made the 9, it's your shot, you might do anything because you feel good. Tough shot, but he does have a shot. I think he'll make this.
Yeah, he's got enough room to cue. I thought he had to jack up over the 9, but he's got enough room to just cue a regular shot right off the rail. So he's favored to make it.
Yeah, good shot. What he has shown me over the few years that I know him, he has heart.
Oh,
he
yeah.
He looks immovable.
I actually had the opportunity to stream one of the challenge matches between John Morra and Earl Strickland a couple of months ago, and I'll be streaming another one coming up after this tournament between John Morra and Jason Shaw. Yeah, John's got a lot of heart.
And we got to talk further about that.
Yeah, we will. Okay, John Morra draws first blood here at the Turning Stone Casino. I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update. The tournament board just sent us in that there's a possibility now that we might have Torsten Holman, and I think Alaska, Sean Morgan won his match against Hunter Lombardo.
He did, yeah.
So we're probably going to have Torsten Holman and Sean Morgan up next at 4 p.m. That's the signal we just got from the tournament chart.
That'll be a great match.
Yeah.
Morgan plays real well.
Sure does.
I didn't know him that well, but he plays real well.
The wing ball's been going in here a little bit, but now the tables are tightening up. And the 7
It went in again, but so did the cue ball. It's a bad shot when you go directly into the side. You know, if something hits it, then you can make an excuse to your backer. But when you go straight in, it's a bad shot. It ain't unlucky.
Not hitting the one ball square enough.
Right. Well, Karen doesn't mind.
Well, Karen's going to have to shine here. You don't want to give John a jump start.
Yeah, you don't have a real good layout here. You got a lot of work here.
Yeah.
But she's a world champion. She could do it.
She's going to come in short off the long rail to the right. Oh, she drugged the cue
I
ball
don't
down.
like that shot.
Well, she does.
Yeah.
I didn't think she was going to go to the short side.
You know why I don't like it? Because it was dangerously close to scratching.
Right. Well, I like coming from the other side, the longer side of the two, and then playing the 3 in the side pocket.
Al, just because I said you're playing good, don't overdo it.
Well, I need a bigger set of headphones because my head is growing. I didn't realize the 3 went past the 8 into the corner. So the 3 obviously goes past the 8. I didn't think it did.
Well, she would have liked to got a little fuller on it.
Yeah, sure. She's got to.
You got to roll it, and you might leave yourself tough. Not bad. This is a very good tournament. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, we're glad to have you. I know you just recovered.
I do, and I'm glad to be
prayers
anywhere because of that.
All prayers were sent. That I can reassure you.
Oh, we had a lot of people praying. Is he going to play the 9 too? Or
No,
she?
no. She's going up right up in the middle of the table.
Yeah. I don't know about this.
Well, she's going to have to get a love bump here to make it. You know, she can make this 5 in the corner pocket and
she's
maybe
perfect.
take the 6 with her. You know, bump the 6 off the rail.
Why would you bump it? You don't have to
you don't
bump
have
it.
to, but she might elect to.
Don't hit balls when they go. You could only make them worse. I wouldn't hit this because get the right angle, you'll go right to the 8.
She's coming below it.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't have to hit that ball. She got the perfect angle. She could bounce now to the middle of the table. Yeah, don't hit balls, people, when they pass. Ball on where they go, and you'll become a better player with better cue ball. And that's what she's doing. See where she was? Perfect.
Yep. Does she play one rail back out?
You could do that, or you could even go 2 rails.
Right.
And go around the ball. That makes you shoot a little harder and a little more positive. You don't want to put reverse. Reverse can make you miss the ball.
She's going to spin
She
right
did
around
what
it.
I said.
Nice shot.
That was the way to do it. But she knows this stuff. She's a great player.
And this is the position she has to stay in or take the lead from John Morra. So either one of these players can put a package on you. Hey, we want to say get behind Mr. Steve Lomax. He makes really beautiful jump cues plus custom cues. He needs our help right now, and let's get behind them. We also want to mention Danny DiLiberto will be heading down to Derby City Classic with AccuStats, a full production, of course. The 17th annual Derby City Classic.
Always a fun tournament. Always.
Yeah. www.accustats, just like you see the address on the bottom there, with the hyphen in the middle, .com. They have early bird specials, and they have the DVDs available right now on sale from the last U.S. Open, where Shane three-peated and came with that amazing shot, which is the buzz around the world right now, using the double bridge with authority.
Oh, he's a great player.
Yeah, he wanted to play in this, and he got closed out.
Oh, did he really?
Well,
I was wondering why, because he does real well here.
He was, his schedule was to go to China, but then I understand there was a problem with his visa. And by the time he found that information out and called Mike back, it was
closed.
Too late. Yeah, the window was closed.
Yeah, this tournament fills up pretty quick.
Yeah, and the next one's going to be August 20th through the 23rd. So put it on your calendar if you want to come and watch a great tournament.
And if you want to play it, do it now, or you'll be shut out too.
Yeah, absolutely. And now that the points are being assessed to the tournament, we're expecting a lot stronger field too.
Well, she made noise. That's all she made.
A lot of it. Everything spread out.
Yep.
A 5 and a 7 and a 9 down at the short side of your monitor. I mean the 4, 7 and a 9. John with an open shot on the 1 ball. Now he can elect to play this cue ball back to the center and play the 2 ball on the side, and then 1 rail back out for the 3. Let's see what John does. Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's coming down towards the center of the table. Notice the speed. You know, the closer you get to that 6 ball, if you hit it a little harder, that 6 ball starts to swell up. So John hit it on the Capel side, the pro side. Not Capel, pro. This is a little touchy shot right here.
Yeah, you got some obstructions. You don't want to hit anything.
Just want to put the cue ball back where the 3 is right now so you can have a shot on the 4, which is the ball to the right of the 9 at the lower part of your monitor.
Yeah, it's a little tricky. He did all right. Still has a lot of work to do. I don't think you fool around with this. I think you just cinch the ball and take the cut. That's what he did. And he got a perfect angle. See where he's pointing the cue?
Yeah.
That's where he wants to be.
Slide over a little bit. You know, we got to mention Mario Morra also, and also his mom too. Yeah.
I didn't know his mom, but I know his father real well. His father was one of the top snooker players in Canada for a while.
I'm surprised he's not here. He usually does come down here.
They
for
do
this.
come together.
Yeah. And I know Ernesto and Oscar are busy on the West Coast. Oscar's got the Mez Tour going now. And I believe he's out in China, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know that, but he could be. He got the perfect angle now to go 3 rails. You've got to hit that side rail. You could shoot hard as you want, and it'll die because it's not going to be running English when it hits it.
Right, coming short.
This, yeah, and hit that rail short. You could shoot this 100 times and get position 100 times, and that's what he did. See, he could have shot harder and been all right. All the players are knowing the game a little bit better, and I credit it to Pat Fleming with AccuStats.
And how about the dress apparel that Universe Clothing came out with, universeclothing.com. They were actually the official dress apparel for the Moscone Cup. The Nick and the whole crew. Johnny Archer is here, one of the representatives for Universe Clothing. So is Rodney Morris. And they will be heading down to Derby also.
Yep.
We got the word that everybody's showing up. It's going to be a big tournament. Go to AccuStats. And we were talking and just mentioned John Morra and Jason Shaw are going to get in the challenge match. And that's coming up January 16th, 17th, and 18th. 3 different disciplines.
I have to mention this. It's a day before my birthday, February 19th. No, this is January, but in February, I become 80 years old. I can't believe it.
80 years old?
Yeah. I never.
Well, you know what? Let me say happy birthday now in case I don't get the chance. So everybody in the chat want to say happy birthday to Danny DiLiberto.
Well,
Please
it's
do
not
so.
my birthday for another month or so.
That's all right. Well, you know, it's not. We don't get the opportunity to have you in the booth or speak to you often. You're very busy. So I'm saying it now.
Well, thank you, buddy.
Cut break, maybe. Nope. Hit him solid. 3-ball into the corner.
Position on the 1.
And the 2 dressed up, ready to go out at the bottom corner.
Yeah. Yeah, these balls open like an umbrella.
And we do have plenty of folks saying happy birthday, Danny D. Double D.
Already?
Yeah. They're
I
out
shouldn't
there,
have
Danny.
mentioned it. You know what?
Too late.
I'm proud to have made it so far, you know, to 80. I would never believe this 30 years ago. You know what I mean?
Well, you always kept yourself in good shape.
I did.
Yeah.
Until the truck hit me.
Yeah, boy, oh boy, you look like you went 10 rounds with Tyson with your hands tied behind your back.
I know it.
Oh,
I
my
look
goodness.
dead.
It was brutal. Left-handed, no problem.
The
Behind
guy's
back.
amphibious.
Yeah, amphibious is the word now. Going to draw straight back off this 4 and play the 5 in the same corner. I don't know if he's going to play the 5-8 combination here. He's looking at it.
No, I wouldn't play that.
He's straight in. Yeah, I mean he's got the opportunity to draw straight back if he wishes. He's weighing out his options.
Yeah, I don't think you play the combination because it's a little thin hit. You could lose one of the balls.
Foxy Blue.
Oh, he did it. Well, I think it passes.
Foxy Blue 52 in the chat says her dad is 75 today. Well, happy birthday.
Who is?
Foxy Blue 52, one of our moderators in the chat, says her dad is 75 today.
Oh, he's a baby. Yeah.
Ooh, a little bit harder. I'll tell you, he could have wound up in trouble right there.
You're right. That ball could have went right in front of his path. He's okay now. Got a little bit of an angle. Good enough.
See the patch on John's right arm there? That's the Kings of Vapor, and that room is all diamond equipment. Lighting, seating, tables, floor to ceiling.
Is that Jimmy Weiss's new room?
No, we're talking about Chad Bowling.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Jimmy Weiss just opened the room.
Yes, isn't it called Corner Pockets or something?
I think so.
I believe so. I'll have to look it up. Somebody in the chat knows for sure. And I understand he's got quite a few snooker tables in there, too.
Yeah.
Jimmy and his partners. Wish him the best.
My commentary partner.
Opened up like in an industrial area. Parking. I heard there's parking and everything there.
Made it look easy.
Sure did. 3-1. John Morra's sailing in open seas.
Well, this is how you got to play to beat Karen.
And there's another young lady that's playing in the tournament, Jennifer Bretta.
Well, she got eliminated, but...
Oh, she did? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, she did play.
She played, got eliminated last night. She lost to Creamer from Rochester.
Yes, yes. We want to say thank you to Dan Heydrich Custom Cues, one of the sponsors of the Joust Store, back in Mike Zuglin, along with Phil Capel, BilliardsPress.com, who NYC Grind, that's co-producing this, is sharing a lot of Phil's stories on Facebook. Make sure to check out the NYC Grind on Facebook and nycgrind.com. And, of course, Mike Zuglin's main supporter, Josh Hughes.
Yeah, Johnny Morra is a good role model for this game. I even saw him laugh once.
Well, so did I.
Must have been the same time.
He doesn't laugh very often. He's pretty serious. He's cool, calm. He's a good egg, very respectful. And when it had the way I seen him laugh was we were down at Super Billiards Expo, and Jameson New had a booth called the Pigpen, and Jameson New was catering to a lot of the youngsters. I'm talking 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, 12 years old. And the youngsters wanted autographs. They didn't know how to get the autographs. So I told them, mother and dad, the parents, I said, you hang right here. I'll start grabbing them. And Johnny Morra was the third one in after Tony Robles and Gale.
He's got to draw the ball here and go behind it, too.
And he had such a ball with the kids. You want to see him laugh. He come over to me afterwards. He said, Al, that never happened to me before. I said, isn't it great? He said, I love it. And
see what I mean?
Yeah, good save.
He did it very well.
Good save. So that was the time that we had Johnny smiling and laughing. Other than that, he looks like he's always in deep meditation.
Yeah. I go to Toronto a lot, and I see him.
Yeah.
You know, he matches up with Alex Pagulayan a lot.
Yeah, good friends, both of them. Good sparring partners, too, by the way.
Yeah, they are. Well, the balls are a little bit tied up here, so whatever you do, don't hit the balls that are problems. You know, I don't care if you give them ball in hand, but don't move those balls and make them easier. There's still a little bit of a problem.
She's got an issue kicking this. She's thinking about kicking it off the top short rail. And that's a hard kick because the cue ball is so close. Hard to judge.
Plus, you're hitting the cue ball high, and it's tough to control which direction it comes off. It can go a little longer because of the high. I would shoot the other rail and draw the ball.
I've seen many players try this shot right here, and, you know, believe it or not, those side pocket points grow as that cue ball gets close to them. She's killing the cue ball a little bit
She's
here.
drawing the ball because the high would lose her accuracy. See how she drew it? She overdrew it. I would have did it on the other rail. At least would have took the scratch away. All right. The only problem is, what is this ball down there? The 5?
The 5, yeah. It's got the pocket.
It's got the pocket if you fall on, you know, the right way.
Yeah. And the 4 being where it's at, you know.
He could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could fall on the balls.
It's easy to say from here because I haven't missed, but getting that cue ball in the position to get on that 5 that's down there by that 9 is easier said than done right now. But if anybody can do it, either one of these players can do it.
Yeah,
but it's
100
Morra's
people
turn.
in the tournament could do it.
Not the way we could do it. He's got to stay on the high side.
Nope.
He's
He
on
got the wrong angle. Now he's going to have to go 1 rail, but he has a ball in the way.
I think he's going to go 3 rails and come around.
Oh, he could.
You know, but he just doesn't want to get below that 7. That 7's pretty big when you start rolling that way.
Yeah.
He's got plenty of room. Got to play the table.
He wants to get straight in on that 4 ball. I think he's going to do that. Nope, he's got an angle. This changes everything.
Well, that was the shot that would put him back in line. And that just put him out of line a little bit more.
Well, what I always say is you don't have to run out. Play position for a good safe. That'll win the game too. So he doesn't have to try to go 2 rails and fall on that 5 ball. He can get on the side rail to where he is and then just play a safe off the ball.
Well, he can 2 rail this 4 right behind the 5-9.
Oh, I wouldn't play safe now because you still have the problems. I like to play safe on the 5. But he's going to try to go 2 rails. That could be undoing. See?
Get it?
Yeah. It was too tough. I would have cinched it and just got to where you play safe.
And now he's left Karen on the good side of this 5 ball,
Yeah.
too.
And she thinks it's the good side, too. I think she's got enough angle to go 2 rails forward. Or if it's straight in, she could draw it and play the 7 in the side.
Sure. She's going forward, though.
I think forward is the
Going to
best.
play it in the opposite side pocket or the upper left-hand corner here.
Yeah.
Or maybe just spin up and try to shoot it in the same corner. How about this? Ooh, she got a love bump.
She did all right with it. This isn't bad. You know, 3 rail position here is not bad because you're going the right direction. Have the good speed. Go 3 rails and fall on that side rail. You're better off doing it too soft than too hard. Get it? That's
Got it.
perfect.
You follow?
See, harder, you wouldn't have got position. So most positions, you're better off shooting too hard or too easy, and it's up to you to figure out what you're supposed to do. In that case, too soft was the best. And she's on the scoreboard.
3-2.
1 game behind. She took a sabbatical for a few years and went back to Ireland because her mother was sick and she wasn't on the women's tour. Now she's just getting back in stroke.
Her mother had passed away, by the way, and Took her a little while to recover, Karen to recover, and she's back in Pennsylvania. She's hanging out at the Fusco's room.
Yeah.
Is it still called the Spot?
I don't know what it's called, but it's a big, nice room.
Yeah.
It's Pete Fusco. Jimmy has nothing to do with it.
Right.
My buddy Jimmy.
Jimmy was on the phone recently doing an interview. I forget where I saw it, but I remember hearing Jimmy.
I talk to him once or twice a week.
And he was going to come down when Jim Rempe got inducted into the 14.1 Hall of Fame, but I forget who it was. I think maybe it was Pete. He had be rushed to the hospital. He had a heart attack or
Pete
something of that nature,
sick.
right? Yeah.
Pete was a real good player, you know.
I don't remember Pete playing.
I do.
Yeah.
He played better one pocket than Jimmy, I believe.
Boy, you're taking a shot at Jimmy.
No,
Jimmy's going to give you a phone call in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, I hope so. But he always says he's going to go here, go there. He goes nowhere.
Yeah, you know, he's giving lessons and he's doing whatever he can do. He'd like to see a senior citizens professional tour go. Would you get in, Danny?
I already did that.
Did you?
When Miserac, I won one. I won a seniors tour. Miserac.
Right.
The Indians sponsored it. What's this?
We'd like to say hi to Allison Fisher in the chat room from NYC Grind. They are on board to co-produce this live stream.
Hello, Allison.
Danny DiLiberto in the booth. Saying hi, Allison. Look at this. She's kind of straight on this. She's going to have to accept the shot on the 5
You're
down
right.
the corner.
Pretty good, though.
The layout looks good, too. The 6 does go by the 8.
Okay, can you get off the rail? Because the rail could stop you. If you get on the rail, it's a little tougher to control. So she looks like she has an angle where if she cinches this ball, she's going to be on that rail or close to it. You don't want to be that way because you can't hit the cue ball high, low, or center. You can only hit it high if you get on the rail, and that makes shots a little tougher.
I think she can follow this up enough and stay away from that side pocket.
Might hit
still
the
get the
point,
shot.
and that'll bounce her out.
It's true. Those points do grow. I always say that. Yeah, she's okay.
She did it good.
She did it the professional
Very
way.
important what she did there to get off that cushion. I mean, so far this has been like a good match. No one has made a mistake yet. Very good match for the TV table.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, there's a few good matches going on. You got Rob Sayers.
Yeah, they're all winner side.
Yeah. You got Mika. You got Bucky Subaton playing Rodney Morris. You got Mika versus Rob Sayers. Jeremy Sosi.
He's playing real well, too, Jeremy Sosi. He's the one who beat Jennifer Beretta her first loss. But he's a great player.
Looks like Jeremy Sosi. I can't tell who he's playing from here, but I will let you know. And Karen Corr is going to let us know that, hey, you got to change the scoreboard because I just tied this match. Now it's 33.
And a race to 6.
From here.
Yep.
How about this young lady, Danny?
My great friend, Diana Hoppy. And whenever I see her like this, I remember when she got bit by a spider. A spider bit her in the rear end.
She turned into Spider-Woman.
She's already got a great rear end. The spider made it a little bigger.
The Road Scholars, too.
There
She's
we
actually, there's Danny and the boys, and she's actually has right now available Road Stories 2, Earl Strickland stories, and I'll tell you, it's funny. Get over there and say hi to Diana Hoppy, and if you want to call her and you have any kind of information, I mean, any questions you want to ask Here's the phone number right here. Oh, is that the one with the phone number? I'm sorry, I got the wrong poster up. There's her phone number, 843-838-777. You can't go wrong right there. Earl Strickland's
South Carolina.
Yeah.
And she goes fishing a lot.
Oh,
she lives on a dirt road.
Listen, I was born and raised on the water, and when I see pictures of fishing, and she's always out there. And she had the quad all dressed up, and she took the quad down there to the beach, right to the beachfront, and did some fishing. She's always got pictures of those alligators. Now that's what I'm scared of.
Oh, you know what she did to me? I went there and stayed. She put a rattlesnake in my bathroom.
She loves you.
She did.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. 33 back to the action as the Irish Invader is set to break in Game 7. What a beautiful match this is.
She eventually made a belt out of the rattlesnake. She did. Okay, we're going to see some safety play here.
What do you like?
Well, she could go forward, bank it behind the 8, and go to the end rail with the cue ball, and she'll have plenty of balls to snooker with. Let's see if she does that. She don't want to hit the 8. Oh, I don't like
rail
this
to
so
rail,
much.
the mousetrap. You know, I think she's got him.
She got him, all right. I like playing a little longer safety because you know they're going to hit it when you leave them short. And if you let them see it, they're going to come back with a good save. So I like playing a longer save.
Oh, here's Diana Hoppy in the chat. She says the rattlesnake was dead. She scared you with a dead snake.
Diana, you didn't have to say that. I would have sounded like a hero with a live one.
Now you're a 0.
Oh, boo.
Boo. All right, well,
he sold out.
You know, that little safe right there put Karen right back on the table. So let that be a lesson. You know, these are champions, and you might not have the best safe in the world, but she's got the experience to know that the speed of this cue ball, and she trapped him up behind the 8-5, giving herself an opportunity to get back, and it worked. Here she is.
Hey, Diana mentioned that the snake was dead, but she didn't dispute the spider biting her in the rear end.
Well, she might. Let's see, fun stuff. I love Danny B. I did a video with him called The Wonder Wop.
Yep.
He sings. Oh, he sings. Yeah, he told me he was singing and tells you stories and trick shots. There you have it. Get over there and.
Yeah, it's very good.
To DianaHoppy.com.
Yeah.
She has it all on video. And the snake. And him walking in the bathroom. She was always behind the camera. When you seen it, she had the camera in hand. All right, Karen, she's got on the good side of this 3-ball. Natural position to go up for the 5.
Well, I think she got a little too thin.
Well, she did, but it's still natural position. She's just got to watch her speed here.
Yeah. You hit a thin hit, the cue ball's going to go a lot further. Tough to roll this in, but that's what she's got to do.
How about going around it and trying to shoot it in the opposite corner on the left side?
Oh, she did good.
She did.
She got good on this.
Boy, oh boy.
Great player. She won the World Women's Snooker title, as did Allison Fisher, and they both became champion women pool players.
Yes. Champions is an understatement, I want to say. They should have invented another word for these two young ladies. As many accomplishments as they have in their purses is readable, and you might fall asleep reading them all. Because there's so many. Not that they're boring, it's just so many.
Okay, what do you do here? I like getting an angle on the 8 to go 3 cushions to the 9. I don't want to get straight in on that 8.
You like playing the short rail, the 3 short rails on the inside there and come to the left side of the 9?
You got a
Good
much
shot.
bigger target. You got a better position target. She's trying to see exactly where to get. Yeah, you don't want to get straight in on this. Get a thin cut and go 3 rails to the 9. Oh, I don't like this.
Well, folks, we got a special guest commentator stepping in. I'll give you just a little hint who it is. It's one of these two people. You got a 50-50 chance coming up. It's the young lady on the right, Jennifer Beretta. Welcome aboard.
Jennifer, we've been talking nice stuff about you. We lied.
Me?
We lied.
Oh, okay.
Don't put me in that category, sir. Let us sit on your side, and then you can say that. Karen, see
what I mean
Yeah.
about getting? She's supposed to get a thin hit and go 3 rails.
That's what I like too.
She's got a shot here, but she kept looking where she wanted the cue ball, and she got too straight. Because now she doesn't have a gimme.
Yeah, I would have liked to be like near where the cue ball is now on that 8 ball and come 3 rails around.
Right, more of an angle. That's what Danny was saying. Yeah, this way you
Jennifer,
can play the 3
you just
rails.
got here and you're going to start talking. Okay.
We're going to crank
I
this
can
a little
go
bit more,
away.
Danny.
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
No, don't you dare
You're
go away.
much prettier than Al.
We're going to handcuff you right to the chair. I got to space Danny and Jennifer apart because Danny's giving it a winks. You know, Jennifer just got married.
I know.
December
I know.
26th to Greg
Hey,
McAndrews.
let me tell you something. I made a move
a
on
good friend
her
of mine.
yesterday, and she told me she just got married.
Too late. He was 2
Too
weeks
late.
too late. Yeah.
Too late.
Okay, in any case, Karen does get out.
Yeah.
And the score right now is 4-3.
Yeah, she was losing 3-0. She's won 4 in a row.
Yeah.
And Diana Hoppy says she's the best looking in the booth.
Thank you, Diana.
Yeah, but Diana, you got to remember, I had 200 fights. You know what I mean?
And
Al's even better looking.
And the last one was with a truck.
Yeah, you're right.
One thing about Karen is that she will not accept any rack that she is not perfect. I mean, she will just make you rack and rack and rack until she gets it right.
Well, that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't agree with any of that. I
Well-
would like to have stats on when you break, when they're not perfect. I will bet it doesn't change how many times you get out. First of all, Jennifer, a good player, a great player, gets out 2 out of 10 with the break. So
Yeah.
I think it's overrated with all this looking. Pat Fleming doesn't like them to look and look and look because you waste a lot of film. The people don't want to see you looking at the balls.
Well, that's correct. But, you know, on the other hand, you don't want to get up there and hit a cement pack either.
Yeah.
Well,
you know,
no,
you
you're
want to have a
going. You're
decent
going
pack.
a different thing. You're going extreme. I'm talking about close. You know, if it's extreme, you're not going to get anything. You're going
Right, okay,
you'll make a straight pool break.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
No, but I don't agree with. Well, first of all, even at my best, my break was horrible.
You mean you had an Efren break?
No, worse than that.
Well, that break was pretty good.
That was
Yeah.
excellent. Wing ball shot in.
Yeah. the
Everybody
7 went
broke
right in.
better to me. I want to tell you, Robin Bell was my partner. We won the World Mixed Couples Tournament. So whenever we used to have the women's and men's tournaments the same site. So whenever she played, I would sit in the audience and watch her and pull for her. She broke one time, didn't make a ball, and turned to the audience and said, "I broke them like DiLiberto."
Wow. Your break was that weak, huh?
Terrible.
Well, you know, you always kept yourself in shape, and that's pretty surprising to hear.
Yeah, but the amazing thing is when you got a guy like Nick Varner who breaks harder than I do, and I hit real hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I throw things a mile, and I punch real hard, but I broke. I can't say certain things now.
I know what you want to
Jennifer.
say.
I can't do it.
Jennifer, you know how big a football field is. Can you believe he can throw a golf ball from one side of a football field through the goal post on the other side? A golf ball?
I made a lot of
When
money.
he was
doing
younger?
it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can't
Well,
imagine
Because
it,
of
but
the weight of the golf ball
Yeah.
is hard enough just to get there.
And most people who try to throw it hurt their arm.
Diana Hoppy has that video of you, the story about the golf ball also. She's got loads of videos, folks. Get over to Diana Hoppy. There she is right there at the bottom of your monitor, dianahoppy.com. And she has the Earl Strickland Road Stories Part 2 available right now.
I don't know how much I could talk about this, but we were close friends. And she one time told her husband when she was married that she not only wants a husband, she wants a boyfriend, and she wants Danny DiLiberto to be her boyfriend. She said it on the internet.
So it must be true.
Must be. But morals made me get out of it.
I think she wanted a little more angle on this. She wanted to come 2 rails in toward the 6, probably. She can still do it, but now she sort of has to force it.
Well, she can go 1 rail and just come back out.
She can come 1 rail down, but...
she's all right.
Yeah.
She's all right.
Karen likes to play long lines into the ball. You know, 1 rail is sort of across the position line.
Well, she doesn't want to foul the 9 ball, which is right under her chin area.
Yeah, she's good. She's got plenty of room under there.
And congratulations to you too, Jennifer. You came in 3rd place in the International Women's Championship, didn't you?
Yeah, I like 10 ball. 10 ball's a great game.
I follow the news.
This is similar. I like getting the thin angle and go 3 rails.
I like the thin angle as well.
She did it again. She's going to have to take the cut on the 9 now.
She's going to draw this straight back.
She's going to draw this, yeah.
Straight back. She's got that stroke.
She's got a little angle. It might bounce out a little bit.
It's kind of far from the rail. I think she'll be okay.
Well, let's see.
Well, I'll tell you what. If she does get back there in pockets, this 9 ball, she's going to go up by 2 games over John Morra.
She beat him 5 in a row, and Johnny didn't do anything wrong to lose 5 in a row.
Well, he racked him too good. That's what he did.
He racked him too.
There you have the score, 5-3, and the invader is in town right now. The Irish invader. Oh, sorry, Jen. Well, folks, we got some people we want to thank. We're going to run a quick commercial right here. Lucasi Cues.
Introducing Lucasi Hybrid, a whole new level of performance and technology. A cue with the revolutionary X-Shocks dampening system, eliminating vibration. G5 grip technology for enhanced traction and stability results in maximum cue control. Total sweet spot construction means unmatched power. And the Zero Flex Point ferrule provides dead-on accuracy, giving you the confidence you need in every shot. Lucasi Hybrid, the only cue that matters.
Karen Corr set the break here in Game 9. Leads 5-3 over John Morra. The wing ball once again, Jen. The 3 went right into the corner pocket.
Yeah, and she got lucky there because she was sending her cue ball forward and it actually got kicked back up table. She was unhappy with that, but then she noticed that she got a little help.
Personally, I think you got to get lucky on the break.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's a luck shot. You can tell me all you want. It's a luck shot.
It's 100% a luck shot, but I think that if you park your cue ball in the center of the table, you have the best chance of ending up with a shot.
I have to agree with you. I really would have to agree with you because you're right in the center of the table, and most of the time you're going to have vision. You know, Danny's the balls. I have to tell you, Danny's sitting there bored to death. I know.
No, I'm not. I was until she came.
Thanks, pal. Appreciate that. We'll edit that out.
I was going to say, when you said earlier you were born on the water, I was going to say that's why you look like a whale.
That's
but
right.
I'm not going to say that.
It's a good thing you didn't say it.
Hey, I was 110 pounds all my life until I started my own business. 110 pounds at this height. I look like a poster child for Biafra, honestly.
I weighed 110 pounds when I graduated from high school.
I weigh 110 pounds right now.
Do you really? Well, that's what I weighed at this height.
I got to tell you, you don't look 110 pounds.
Jen is in good shape.
She is.
And I can tell you what, when I'm down at the restaurants eating, I got this greasy plate of food in front of me, and I look over and Jen's having these a little tiny bowl of soup or a little salad, and I'm like, gee whiz, how could you do it? She
It's a
stays
little
in
funny
shape.
on this 4-ball. I hate drawing into these side pockets
Yeah,
like this.
you better hit it good because
Yeah.
it's an extreme angle.
She's got to draw it.
No
Okay,
problem.
That wasn't so bad.
Well, this ain't going to be real
Well,
good.
it's a nice safe. She can bank
She
it
could
out.
play safe, is right. That's what you're supposed to do. And I got to tell the people out there, when you do play safe off this, get closer to the object balls so you take away a lot of the kicking angle. You know, don't just shoot it and hope you got the guy safe. You got to try to get close to those other balls, and you take away a lot of the kicks.
Does she use the Great Wall of China here? Use the 7, 9, and
she's
6?
the 7. I think
just
she's
bu-
going to try to
You know, just bump the 5
I
up.
try to get
bank the
froze
5 out
on the 7.
and freeze on the 7.
There you go.
Exactly. But her pocketing is so good, it's hard to say. She might actually cut this in.
Really?
But she'll probably
Tough
be
to
safe.
control.
It's hard to get a shot on the 6 after that, but
Yeah, she didn't
Ooh.
do what I said,
My
and she
goodness.
sold out.
Well, she was trying to use the Great Wall of China there.
She should have shot it
Yeah.
straight on and tried to get close to the 7.
one of the great things about this tournament is
Very
that jump
unhappy.
cues are not allowed. So
I never,
Oh, you favor that, huh?
I gave away all my jump cues. I don't believe in the jump. But I do have a rule I would like to see exercised. I figured they'll do it after I die. If a person misses a ball and accidentally safes you, you could jump. But if a person plays a legitimate safe and snookers you, you can't jump.
Oh.
Simple enough. People say, oh, then you'll need a referee. You could tell when a person got lucky and snookered you. I like that
That's
rule.
a reasonable rule.
It's a good rule.
Yeah.
But
it's a reasonable
it'll happen
rule.
when I die.
Well, you just let the cat out of the bag. Don't be surprised if it's going to happen within the next couple of weeks.
You know, that's another saying. You know, Jimmy and I, White, always talk about these sayings. Let the cat out of the bag. What does that mean?
Well, anytime you mention I feel sick as a dog or anything like that, it has to do with animals. Danny's an animal lover.
I do.
He's going to come right back
Why
at
do
you.
they say he dogged it when dogs have all the heart on earth and he's sick as a dog? What does that mean? Nip and tuck is another one.
nip and tuck.
Yeah. Don't change horses in midstream. I'm never going to be on a horse in midstream.
That's a nice
That
touch
was
right
a
there.
nice shot. Yeah. Can
Well-
he draw past this 9 ball and not get in trouble with the?
I think she could.
yeah,
I think she could. And I think you want to go 2 rails off that
2
8.
rails out. Absolutely.
Yeah. You don't. Let's see. She plays a little bit differently, or he does. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to get
I don't want to get straight in on the 8. I want the angle where you're near the rail.
the
and
back cut angle.
You go 2 rails, and
I
you
like
can't
that too.
miss position.
Yep, that's what I like too.
Well, he hit
My
the ball.
goodness.
Watch that 9. He
He's
hit
going
it
to be
hard
all
enough.
right. He's okay. He's going to finally win another game, I predict.
It's been a
He's
perfect game.
Gonna
Perfect game.
follow up for the side here. Just keep it simple.
Follow it up and kill the cue ball off the rail, huh? A little bit of reverse.
No, he's fine.
Yeah, he is. Okay, John Morra starts to tighten it up now. It's now 5-4. Folks, just want to let you know, AZB TV and NYC Grind are bringing this.
I think Johnny's taking a break, folks. He's talking to himself
Yeah.
like most of the players.
Looks like he was shaking the nerves out of his hands there.
Bucky Subaton's playing Rodney Morris on the table in the back there. And then the table behind that is Mika Immonen and Rob Sayers. Shall this stream table end early? I will elect to zoom in on those 2 tables right behind here.
Haven't seen Bucky here in a few Turning Stones. This is his first one in a while.
Yeah, he's been moving around. He was down south, and now he's back up in Binghamton. He said he missed home, and he's back up. I said the same thing to him. I had him in the booth yesterday for a few minutes before he got to practice, and he said he's glad to be back.
Well, everybody asked me, how can you leave? I lived in Florida for a long time. They said, how can you leave Florida and go back to Buffalo? I said, I ran away from my wife, which I did.
Right.
I'm honest.
Yeah. Well, Jerry Tarantola came in the booth from NYC Grind yesterday, and he ate for a few minutes, and he says he likes a dark horse in this tournament.
That's another one.
A
How did they get dark horse meaning someone who's the underdog? I don't understand any of that.
The person he was talking about was Bucky Sueton.
Oh.
Bucky's feeling good.
Yeah.
You can see him. He's up right now, the left hand, right behind the table that we're streaming.
He doesn't really ever seem to fear the great players. I've seen him play with a lot of courage against the top players.
Like yourself, young lady.
Not
don't
like
take
me.
any.
Oh my God.
Don't,
Maybe how
right.
I used to be. I don't know.
When we got you out there and we're watching, whether you're on the table behind, it doesn't matter who you're playing.
Well, pool wasn't his first choice. He wanted to play for the NBA. Couldn't make it.
Yeah, back then you had to be like over 7 foot, right? Something brutal. Well, John Morra is back. Karen Corr just finished racking. We're going to bring you up to date with the score. 54.
I might be wrong, but I don't remember anybody missing a ball in this match.
Beautiful match. Beautiful match.
Looks like he's checking to see if it's straight. That's always important.
Especially if you're playing one pocket.
Yeah, I've got to learn that game. We talked about that.
Yeah. Well, you got a chance.
Yep.
Oh, Mr. Ron Mason, thank you for that beautiful text. Mr. Ron Mason of Gotham City Technologies just sent in a nice donation. Thank you, sir.
Well, he didn't hit
Ball
those
in the
square.
side. He glanced and the one went right in the side.
Yeah. He's got nice shape on the 2 as well.
Yeah.
I don't
the
think
problem.
the 3 passes the 5, does
Yeah,
it?
he's looking at the 3-9. He's
3-9.
weighing it out.
The 3-9 doesn't pass the 4, does it? It's hard to see.
Hard to see even from that angle. Well, it doesn't look like the 3-9 is on. He's got some work to do at the bottom of the table.
A lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of work. All those sayings, it's a road map. It's well, the one thing that we used a lot and no one, modern players know what it means. A Cosmo.
Cosmo, I know, I've heard that.
Yeah, run out, yeah.
You know what that
I
means?
do.
Sure.
It means like tic-tac-toe, like balls are all
But do you
set
know
up.
how it came to be Cosmo?
Marty Herman.
There was a guy,
No,
right?
we had a guy
Yeah.
named Tom Cosmo
Yes.
who was an entertainer, singer, dancer. He stuttered like Mel Tillis, but when he sang, he didn't stutter. And he had an exhibition where he would come out with a fur coat and gloves he would keep pulling out, and before you know it, there were 2 feet high of gloves. And he had all the balls lined up. He would get like a 20 from somebody in the audience, and he would put it under the 9, and he had all the balls set up where you just had a stick. He ran around, danced, and wound up on the George Washington's face on the 9. And that's how Cosmo came about.
Yeah.
He was a pretty good player, too.
Yeah, I'd heard. It's funny. I'd heard.
He's from
that
New
story.
York. That's the only flaw.
Easy.
Easy there, pal. You're in New York State right now. And plus you live in Buffalo.
Yeah, he was a good friend. We were very unhappy when he
He wasn't a snake
passed
in the
away.
grass?
He was a good player and a comedy guy.
I don't know whether you know it, Jen, but Diana Hoppy put a rattlesnake in Danny's bathroom when
She
Danny
did.
was down south.
She did.
A real rattlesnake.
Yeah, a real
Oh my
rattlesnake.
goodness.
So when you say snake in the grass or something like that, he has no qualms.
Well, that was a really nice two-way shot there. He tried to cut that in the side, and if he missed the cut, he has shape on the 4.
What does that have to do with the snake in my bathroom?
The question is, what does the snake in your bathroom have to do with this match?
You're right.
Well, I had to bring it
You're
up
right.
because I know you have a pet peeve about saying sick as a dog. So I was thinking of things, and I said snake in the grass, but you didn't catch on. So I said, I guess you got no qualms.
I cook every Sunday, and a bunch of people come over, and they're not allowed to use the word work or wife. I don't want them to hear. I don't want to hear either one.
Out of the vocabulary.
That was a nice intentional taken by Karen. She tied up the 4.
That's what you got to do, especially
Take
Well,
your lumps.
after the break when you push out. Tie up a ball.
Well, she's going to have a lump to take right
You
now.
know,
John's going to plant this cue ball. Oh, wait a minute. I thought he was playing the 4. I'm sorry. She
well,
tied the 4 up.
I think he has
Okay.
to play the safe on the 4. I think he might have to thin the edge of the 4 against the 7 and try to get the cue ball
Yeah.
back behind one of those balls up table.
Yeah, you're right. Because the
doesn't
ball won't go anywhere if you cut it right into the line that it's laying.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like
Okay.
he might be shooting this in the side and trying to break it, which
Yeah.
I don't think is a good idea.
I think he's
It
doing
isn't.
that.
Too unpredictable.
And if he gets a double kiss on the 4, he'll be okay because the 4 is squared out towards the left-hand corner. But that's all ifs.
Yeah, it's not a very predictable line for
Right.
breaking out a ball.
Jennifer, I'm glad you got married because you sound too smart.
Let's see, and he almost scratched. I
Wow.
mean, he got lucky not to scratch there.
And now he's in a position that's really hard to play safe because he's got to jack up in the corner pocket just to drag the cue ball behind the 5 area.
I wouldn't do that. I'd go all the way behind the 8.
Behind the 6 up here,
Up there, yeah.
Yeah.
I would go there.
he's dragging the cue ball down.
Well, you're not going to leave the guy long. He's going to have a pretty good comeback.
How about banking?
Well,
How about that?
he probably heard me say he won the bank pool tournament at Derby.
He did.
You know, so now he thinks he's a banker. But he is. Yeah, we got everything at Derby City. I mean, this is a great tournament, but we're
You're always going to have haters out there. You know that, right? Sorry about that, folks. Somebody behind me tapping me on the shoulder saying that somebody made a post about them. And I wanted to let them know that there's people that are always keyboard cowboys, so to say, you know.
Well, if any of them want to play me, I will play them.
Oh, I saw a post about that. I guess you saw that on AZ Billiards.
didn't.
Andrew
I don't
Cleary
look at
stepped
AZ
right up to the
Billiards.
plate and he said, "You want to play Jen some? You come down to Amsterdam Billiards,
yeah.
and you can play a 500 a set. Take the
No,
heat."
I stay far,
I
far
saw
away
that.
from AZ.
I saw. Yeah, I happened to see it. I really did happen to see it. It's funny you mention that.
Is he shooting?
Yeah.
She might
Is
be crossing. She might be
she
crossing this
shooting?
ball. She might duck it up and down the table.
She
Oh, okay.
is. That's a better shot
Yeah.
than shooting. Like I keep saying, whenever the shot and position are
Look at
tough,
this.
look to play safe. And she did it pretty good.
I think
She
she
hit that
got him by
nice.
like a tiny piece of that 5 balls right
yeah,
there.
I think that she wanted to get that 4 across a little bit more, but she got the cue under the 5, so that's good.
She
no,
did
no,
fine.
He's got a whole ball. He's got a whole shot.
No, I don't
Yeah,
think so.
he does.
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, even if he doesn't, he can spin into the kick here
No,
and get her
he's got
behind
the
the 8.
He's got the shot.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He's aiming
Here he
like he has
goes.
the shot. Yeah, you know, on a safe like that, I think it's better to play a constructive object ball and maybe give up a little bit on the snooker. You know, you want to get the snooker, but if the object ball's in a bad spot, even if you don't snooker, it's still a safe.
It's
Right.
tough to go from ball to ball.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to hit that ball. It didn't tie
Speed.
up.
He's okay.
Yeah, this is a little funny with the 9 there. He wants to be closer to the opposite long rail on this shot. Just hard to slow this ball down enough to stay there. Oh, he hit that really nice. That wasn't easy to kill that. He still almost came out too far.
Well, he looked straight in.
Yeah.
Do you like him drawing all the way back to the short rail and
No,
back down?
I like playing
Stop
the
it.
left side of the pocket and going 2 rails. That's
Yes,
what I like.
yes, but he's kind of straight on this one.
It doesn't matter. If you cut it a hair, it will glance into the rail, especially with speed.
I just don't like cheating the pockets on these diamonds. You
Well,
just
he's
touch
going
any
to do
part.
your shot.
He's going to do the right shot, I think.
He's going to draw up and down. Or is he just going to pull back a little and
Yeah,
settle?
he's going to power draw this.
Yeah. Power draw.
Yeah.
I mean, with the new cloth and everything, that's a good shot.
Yep, and he got the angle to get on the 9 now. That was a great shot.
The nice thing about that one is he didn't have to put any spin or anything. It was just a straight draw.
Does it go? Yes. Does John Morra have an opportunity to tie this up at a nickel apiece? Absolutely. There you have it. Perfectly played match.
Now
up
we
until
got a
this
race
point.
to 4.
Hey, we want to say hi to Dana Buffalo, who actually, this is it right here, J&J Industries. He's got the wipes and stuff to clean your shaft, all kind of cue care. Go over there and check them out. Also, Dan Heydrich Custom Cues, sponsoring Mike Zuglin and his tour. Phil Capel, BilliardsPress.com. We understand Phil and NYC Grind, who's actually on board to co-produce this live stream, are working together on their Facebook pages. And we got to get behind Steve Lomax. He needs us right now. Trust me when I tell you. Steve Lomax cues, if you're in the market for a jump cue, which Jen don't like, or a custom-made cue, make sure to get behind.
Oh, I've heard his jump
Steve
cues are
Lomax.
excellent,
Oh, they're
though.
beautiful.
Yeah, you know, I do hate them, but we do have to use them in tournaments, so.
I gave
Oh, you
him
have
away.
one?
Oh, I have to have one.
I
Absolutely.
gave him away. I don't believe in the jump.
Well, you could jump with a full cue anyway. That's the way
Yeah.
it was years ago. Johnny Morra set the break, game 11. We're tied at 5. I'm Upstate Al in the booth, alongside the
Cutting that one on
legendary,
the side.
Yeah.
legendary Danny DiLiberto, and the beautiful Jennifer Bretta navigating us through this match. Right here at the Turning Stone in Verona, New York. We are at the Turning Stone Casino and Resort. Come on by and say hello.
No, he didn't get a shot this time, it looks like. Can he get through there? He's aiming like he can.
Yeah, I think he could.
Yeah.
It's not a gimme, but
Oh, yeah.
he's got a shot. No
Right in
problem.
the heart. Yeah, right in the
No
heart.
problem at all.
He's got great position on the 3.
Do you stop it then, play 3 rails back for the 5?
You don't have to go 3 rails.
Yeah, just
You can go 1.
1, yeah.
Just in case
Oh,
you get, just in case you guys
I've
ever
been
want to
calling-
learn how to play pool.
I've
you
been
can come
calling
right
the
here.
3-rail shot, and no one shot it. Now I called 1 rail, and he made 3 rails.
I get lucky every once in a while. Thank you, Ron Mason.
She heard me.
Looks pretty good here.
Yeah,
Draw back for the 7. Stop on the 7.
you don't have to go far.
Nope, just a little bit. Just enough to get out off the rail for the 8.
Yeah, getting off the rail is a great part of position.
just in case you're wondering who we have scheduled up for the next match, Boston Homer. Coach is Sean Morgan. They came last week to go for them. The guys out in the truck doing all the practice. Sean Morgan.
You know what Morgan means?
Captain Morgan is the only thing I remember.
It means morning. They say good morgen. It's good morning. I know all this trivia you can't make a quarter with.
It's not an M in there.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, it's Sean. That's
We
what
got,
it is. Okay.
we got a heck of a match here.
And Johnny Morra goes up another one. 6-5.
He's
We're
been
doing
playing
the speed
great.
limit.
He just, that
They
was
both-
2, right?
They
And
both
Karen
have been
hasn't been
playing
at the table
excellent.
in 2 racks.
Excellent.
He took his
Excellent
break
match.
and he came back firing.
Sometimes that's what it takes. Cool off a little
Well, the
bit.
thing is, you can't think of the score. You got to play each game as a new game. You can't shoot worrying about the score. Run the ball, play the ball. Irving Crane told me this when I first started going to tournament. He said, Danny, you know how to play. When it's your inning, play the ball. And when it's your turn to win, you're going to win. I told a lot of young players that too. It stops you from dogging it here.
Yeah, sometimes you can't control the outcome. You can only control what you do at the table, right?
You're right.
Going into game 12, folks. Hold on. Buckle up.
Let's see if he cuts this one in again. But that
Wing.
time,
Hell, he made
you know,
a few.
I was just going to say this. Okay, on this one, he's been cutting the 1 and bringing his cue ball back up to the top of the table. I don't know if he noticed, but the 2, where she had put the 2, was the second ball from the bottom.
Okay.
That meant that the 2 was going to stay down table. I'm not sure if he noticed that.
So if the 1 didn't go in the side, he would have some work ahead of him. He would have to go from the 1 to the 2.
If the one did go in the side, now he doesn't have a shot at the 2.
Right. Well, it could
So-
have, if the 1 doesn't go in the side and goes up table, now you still have work to do in getting back and forth.
True, but
So, yeah,
he
I
is
understand
playing
your
that
point.
1 in the
Absolutely.
side. That's like the ball that
Yeah.
he's playing to make.
But the wing ball went in right along with it. The 4 went right into the bottom right-hand corner. Here's a rollout.
Yeah, like I said, I don't like just rolling out. I think you should try to
And-
tie up a ball.
Karen Corr decides to take a quick break, and she'll be right back. So you know what, folks? We're going to run another ad. Hey, we want to say thank you to Universe Clothing, universeclothing.com, jumping on board with Upstate Owl and AZB TV. Another sponsor jumping on board, Nick and the whole crew, thank you. Here's the match, Danny, coming up. Right after this tournament, I head to Akron, Ohio. And the gentleman at the table, John Morra, is going to be playing the young gun, Jason Shaw. They're both young guns. Both sponsored by the Kings of Vapor. And the challenge match is taking place. See the top of the banner there? Kings of Billiards is the name of the pool room. Beautiful room, all diamond, brand new room from floor to ceiling. And that's where we'll be.
Where is that? In Ohio?
In Akron, Ohio.
Akron, Ohio.
Yeah, we've been there, I don't know, 3 or 4 times already. Nice room.
It's not a big room, though. Right?
No, it's
It's
not a
got
big room.
8 tables.
It's got 8 tables, yes. Formerly known as, I believe, Crown Billiards.
Well, Jennifer, what is your next move?
My next move is we have a WPPA event actually in Michigan, February 4th through 8th, 5th through 8th. So that's my next stop.
Yeah. Well, you all won't be far from Akron.
Oh, no? I don't really know. Actually, where I am is far from everything. It's 3 hours from Detroit, so in the middle of nowhere.
Karen's back.
Yes, Karen is back.
Well, I like kicking, hitting the right side of the 1, and maybe going behind the 3.
Big D, Big Dennis has a question for Danny D. Go ahead, let us know it. But right now he's occupied, but we'll see if we can get it in, Dennis. Go ahead. Spit it out like a rap. Well, double kiss the 2-ball, Danny, and just, that's like, right here is like ball in hand, basically.
That was a problem with the shot that she tried to play, is that the 2 was so close to the rail that it had to be hit very thin to not get a double kiss. I see what she was trying to do there, but I think even if she did what she wanted to do, he would have had a bank, maybe even a 2-way bank.
Well, he wouldn't have been snookered anyway.
No, he would not have been snookered. That was a push, actually. I'm surprised she shot it.
Yeah, she could have passed it on.
Danny, a question in chat was from Big Dennis. He says he'd like to ask you, how great was the champion? Was Harold worse?
He would have been the greatest. He died at 38 of cancer. He had it for 6 years. No one knew about it. And he won the all-around at Johnson City on television, and he was hoping they put it on before he died, but they never did.
Oh, how sad.
He was a great player. And as a kid, he went on tour with Willie Hop playing 3 cushion. And he played so well that Willie Hop sent him home. Didn't want to do it anymore. Well, Mike Massey reminds me of Harold. Harold's a better player, but they're both big, and they both did some of the same trick shots. You know, the spin the ball stuff.
Oh, the finger pull, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harold worst.
He was better than Mike Massey?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Wasn't
Is
even.
there any videos out there on him? Did you see anything
If you
or hear
can
of
get
anything?
the Wide World of Sports one, I don't know if you could or how hard it is, but he was a great, great player. Money player. Really great player. Big guy. And on Tuesday nights in Johnson City, they had a ladies' night at the show bar. And Harold Worth and Eddie Taylor would do a soft shoe team thing. And they both danced real well. Eddie Taylor could dance. He can't dance anymore because he died.
I think the pool players in olden days were much more refined.
No, they were much more colorful.
Colorful.
Yeah, refined.
Definitely colorful. Well,
Yeah.
these guys are colorful, just in a different way.
Yeah, in a boring way.
In a boring way.
But we have great players. I'm not knocking that.
How do you think today's players compare to the players of...
Well, people
yesterday?
ask me this all the time.
Yeah.
And I don't think the best are better than the best then, but we have more of them now. That's the whole difference. We have more great players than we had then.
The equipment has a lot to do with it, too, now.
Yeah.
Years
Well,
ago, you wanted...
also, the players didn't have jobs, so they had to make money playing pool and gambling. And
Right.
that made them more colorful, and it made them evolve more.
Yep. If you wanted to eat, you had to go out there and earn it.
You did.
Well, he tried to cut that one in. It didn't go. The cue ball went up table, two ball went down, but left a nice shot for Karen here.
Okay, could she control this?
I think she can just draw it.
Yeah, she
Whoa.
did. She did. She's fine.
Fine, yeah.
Like a quarterback in the pocket right now. Perfect. One rail back out for the 3, Jen, huh?
I think so.
Now, the 4 is in an area down here, so she has to make sure she has the angle to get back.
Yeah, I think she wants to be sort of in the middle of the table for this 4.
I don't know. Is she going to go forward with this? Oh, she got enough.
No,
I think she could kill it.
Yeah, she's going to kill it. and
Stay
just
in
throw
the
it
middle.
A couple
in the
inches,
middle.
that's all. Perfect.
Good. Yeah, I don't see any problem here.
Is she going to go one rail between the 7 and the 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Watch the side pocket.
outside. She went in it.
Oh, my.
She went in it.
You know what happens when that happens?
Yeah,
It's
but you know
called
what?
Kojak in the
She went.
subway.
She went the route she had, and unfortunately, the side pocket was in the way.
Play. I know. I was actually thinking I wanted to be more toward the center of the table, and I was going to go. I would go around the 9 and into the rail.
Or
and
she
out.
could have shot a little softer also.
Or well.
If you're going towards the pocket, make sure you shoot soft enough not to reach it.
That is the only error we've seen in this match
And
that
it
I
was,
remember.
It was a judgment error, too, because she had to go that path. Yeah, that's,
You don't like getting a steeper angle on the 4 and going around the 9 and up toward the 5. This way, you never go near the side pocket.
well, no, whatever way you could have not gone to that pocket was a better idea than what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a disaster now.
Devastating.
Johnny's going to be on the hill.
That's a huge game.
Like I said, I go to Toronto a lot, and I see Johnny. There's 2 things I never saw him do is play bank pool or snooker even. You mentioned earlier he was a good snooker player. I never saw him play snooker.
Well, coming from Canada, I would imagine that he would practice snooker with
it's
Alex
your
on the snooker
imagination,
table.
because
Yeah,
he
I imagine
didn't.
a lot. But still, I mean, I would have to ask. You want
You
to
know
get him
how
in
he
the booth.
played with Alex? Alex gave him the 7, and in one pocket, Alex gave him 11 to 7, and they gambled.
Well, there you have it.
He's on
Johnny
the
Morra
hill.
reaches the hill.
Another one, he's on the hill, but I checked it out.
Check
had
this
to
out.
do with
How
war.
about checking this out right here? You're going down to Derby City. You're going to be with AccuStats. They're bringing a full production, January 23rd through the 31st.
Hey Billy, I'm going to be doing this stuff with Billy and Cardona, and I just want to tell him one more time, don't talk so much and give me a chance to talk. And it's funny because I went on the road with Billy, and he used, common words. And then when we do commentary, he uses the big words. I said, Billy, that don't sound like you. All of a sudden, he's using elude and stuff like that. He never did on the road. And you know the story that George Fells wrote about. I was on the road with Billy and Cardona and Larry Liscotti. And every time we passed a driving range, Billy would hit 7 buckets of balls, and we would have to sit and watch him. I never played golf in my life. George Fells wrote about this. Finally, after a couple of months of this, I said, Billy, you stink. I said, I never played. I'll give you a stroke a hole. For soup to nuts for the 3 of us. The bill was $280. I robbed him.
Wow.
He never played golf again, and I never did. And George Fells said the PGA's loss was AccuStats' gain.
Talking about George Fells, that's where that saying came from. He actually has it in his book, Kojak in the Subway When Somebody Scratches.
Yeah, I knew him real well. He owned horses.
Tully Savalas?
He owned horses. He came into Poolum, Santa Monica Billiards in California. He owned horses. He was a regular guy.
Jameson New in the chat. Jameson, good morning. What do you mean good morning? Hold on a second. What part of the
what
world
do
are
you
you
mean
in?
good morning? It's good Morgan.
Oh, this was the shot that was going to tell whether he gets out of this rack or not. I'm not sure he can see this ball.
Oh, he could.
Can he?
Yeah.
Whew,
He's
it's
fine.
close.
He's fine.
Okay, yep,
He's
was
getting
fine.
finer now.
Oh, my goodness.
Playing a little one pocket here. Might play the 6 in the same pocket.
I think so.
I like Canada, and you know what's going on right now?
Oh, my goodness.
On the hill, he did it.
Right now, Canada is shaking. By the way, we are simulcasting into Canada right now.
Okay,
And they are muting our commentary and doing it in French for the Canadians.
and the
Oh, very
American
nice.
dollar is worth $1.18 Canadian funds. I go there a lot. I go to the racetrack. I'm a degenerate.
You get a good education when Danny's in the booth. You learn about things that you
And I-
forgot, and
and
you
I
learn things you
insult
never
you.
knew. Oh, the insults are nothing.
They're nothing. I know.
No, you're like, what's that?
I tell people.
Don Rickles.
I tell people. Well, I'm not exactly Don Rickles, but I tell people that I insult them. It's a sign of affection. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't insult you, and they would say, "Hate me, hate me."
Well, I'm not going to say hate me, Danny,
Oh, I don't.
because I think hate's an ugly word. Maybe ugly. You ever hear that word before? Ugly? That's like double ugly?
What is it?
Ugly.
Ugly. No, never heard that one.
I never did either.
Well, let that be a lesson. Folks, the score right now, John Morra on the hill and Karen Corr at 5. She has to get out here. This is a tester shot for her.
She made it look easy. She was
Yeah, she
kind of
did.
bridging over the 9 a bit, and it's kind of an unnatural angle to get to the 9, but she got it done.
Yeah. And you give her extra credit when you get out a tricky rack when your opponent's on the hill. But we never doubted her heart.
No, heart she certainly has.
86th Street. It's where Amsterdam used to have a pool room.
Sure did.
That sponsors Jennifer Beretta. What other sponsors, Jen? Hit us with it.
Lucasi Hughes.
Oh, Lucasi.
We have a mutual sponsor, I believe.
Yes, Lucasi. Didn't you get down with the Cube or something like that? Or?
They went out of business, unfortunately.
Q-Pod,
The
right?
Q-Pod, yes.
Yes. They did?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate hearing things like that.
Yeah, I know.
But I'll tell you what a quality item they did have, too.
I
It was a
have
ritzy
2
item.
of them, and I don't plan on losing them. So.
Yeah. Inscribed?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Mine has a 9mm Beretta on it.
Wow.
And,
That's Jen's nickname, by the way, folks. Jennifer Beretta in the booth, Danny DiLiberto at the helm. Upstate Al sitting in the middle of these. I feel like a rose between 2 thorns. Karen Corr set to break it up.
Ooh.
Game 15 we're going into. Now, I just got word from the tournament board. If this match should go past time, which means the 4 o'clock time schedule, we might not have Thorsten Holman and Sean Morgan. If it ends prior to 4 o'clock, we will.
Well, I think she just broke a Cosmo here.
Yeah, she's got to get
Well,
back.
Cosmo lives yet.
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't come
Boy,
down
it
quite
looks like
far
she
enough
come
on
up
this
short
2.
here.
That was the only. Once she got on the 2, she was good.
Well,
I think she's got it.
She's
She
good
might
to
have pain.
Come one across. maybe.
She's got it. I think
Yeah.
she can cut it in. I'm sure she could.
Yeah, now it does look that way for sure.
Yep.
Looks
Well,
like she's got the run out.
now it's all about getting right on this 5, and then it's.
This is it.
Yeah.
3 to the 5 is the key here.
Yep.
Yeah, this could become a match here.
Yep. She's going to come 2 rails up for the side, right?
Yeah, don't hit anything.
She might go 1 rail, actually.
No, she can go 2.
Do you want to go above it?
I
or do you
go
want
2
to go
because you
below
don't
it?
have to do much.
I like to go below it.
That's the shot.
And she goes up above it.
I like to have the angle to go into the long rail and back across, or have like a bigger angle and go up to the top, but I don't like that because the 8's there. But if it wasn't, it's nice. I think she's perfect on this, to just go once across.
Now she just kind of gets straight on the 7 ball, or any angle on the 7 ball. She can still get back for the 8.
Well, we're going to see a little bit of a draw stroke here, but she doesn't have to come too much. You don't want to get straight in on the gate.
Yeah,
you
she's gotta
need
be
an
careful.
angle. Yeah, don't get straight in. Keep some kind of angle where it's automatic.
And where the 9 ball is, you know, she can elect to play it either to the left or the right side of it. So, but she definitely wants to hold an angle.
She's got it.
She's not happy.
She's not happy is right, because she's got to bridge over that side pocket.
And also, I think that she's sort of too steep. She's got to use inside to get to the other side, and she's got to use outside to get to, you know, so she can't just
I think
use
she
a natural
could hit
stroke.
it natural
You
and
think
play the
follow?
9 in the right-hand corner. I don't think she's got a problem here. She's got an angle. I don't know what you guys are looking at.
Well, the only
No, she has
problem
an
she
angle,
does have
but it
is
looks like it's coming straight down onto
Well,
the 9. She's got to manipulate
She's
it with
coming
spin.
perfectly
Now she
without
is, yeah.
doing anything.
You don't think she put any spin on that ball?
No.
No?
It come off straight.
well,
Just the angle that it had, it glanced, and it was perfect. I don't know what she was acting a little bit. That's what Mosconi used to do.
well, it's all good. It's 8-7 now. We got a match. Karen breaking.
Mosconi would run around playing straight pool and moan and everything, and after 5 minutes, he'd shoot a dead one and the people would go wild.
Siegel does that too.
That's my fishing partner.
Your fishing partner.
Yeah. He bought a Porsche, and he came to Buffalo with it and stayed at my house, and all night long he got up to go outside and look at the Porsche.
A Porsche like Earl used to have, remember?
No,
You don't remember when he had the Porsche?
no.
I did.
I remember Siegel.
Yeah, I did. When Earl was down at the U.S. Open many years ago. He'd come to
Well,
the U.S. Open
we're
with
talking
it.
about Earl.
I'm
and
talking about a Porsche.
I know it, but we got Earl and Strickland in the same sentence, and Billy and Cardona.
You mean Earl and Siegel?
Yeah, Earl. Well, Strickland is in it too, but Billy and Cardona brought Siegel to South Carolina to play Strickland before anyone knew Strickland, and we were still playing push-out.
Right.
Earl would push to a jump, and Billy and Mike couldn't shoot the shot. He let Earl shoot it, and Earl beat them to death. And finally, they left because they couldn't beat him at that game. Because he would push to a jump that you couldn't shoot, and if you let him shoot it, he was out. Earl was a great jumper.
And he wasn't jumping with a jump cue.
Regular cue.
Regular cue.
Regular cue.
Well, I think this is the break she's been looking for. She actually stopped the cue ball, but the problem is the 3 tied up to the 9. But I don't know. She might be able to get, if she gets on the right side of this, she might be able to cut that. Or it might be a dead combo.
Yeah, if she can
Is
kick
that?
it.
Can you see?
If she can
Hold on.
kick it, and she don't have to kick it right
Okay,
behind it. And
how long is my
that
wire?
close.
I'm going to stand up and look.
Yeah, your wire's long enough. You got room.
She might. It's close. It's close. It's not quite dead.
I always said it. You got a long wire.
She's wireless.
Yeah, it's facing into the long rail a little bit, but kind of curious if she can. She might be able to make that 3 from
I
the
think
right
she
place.
could. I think right there she could make it.
Right there, exactly.
After the 2. It's close. Yeah,
She's
she looks
looking
like she's
it's
got
gonna
enough.
Go. Yeah, she
Yeah,
doesn't look
looks like
concerned
she
about
does
it
have
at
enough
all.
from this angle.
And let me tell you, folks, if she can't, that's the advantage of playing one pocket because you have a Mickey Mouse bank. I remember when I first started playing, I wouldn't shoot a bank in a straight pool match. But as time goes by, it's a good weapon.
Becomes routine, right? If you
It
keep doing
does, yeah.
Well, it looks she
I
left
think
herself that she's fine, I think.
I think
right?
she can shoot it right in.
Yeah, I think so too. Just come one rail up for the 4.
Yep.
No problem.
And she played it through the right side of the pocket. Oh, we're going to have an exciting match
Would
here.
be quite a game to win here. Come with a 2 after being down like that.
I think she's going to win this game.
Beautiful shot. Good speed control. That's a hard one to stop that cue ball. I played on this table in my first match, and the rails were a little bouncy. The cloth was a little fast.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no was right.
She
She
wants to
got
kill
to where
herself.
she could get back in the match, and I think it's over.
Wow.
I think it's over.
You know, tomorrow the table's even going to play tighter. You know,
She just took her eye off that. She probably was feeling the heat a little bit and just, you know, forgot to make the ball.
This is a little tricky here. He's got to really roll this in.
No, I think he's got to go up and down.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, all the way
I
up.
would have rolled it. I would have rolled it.
tell you what,
I
if he
like
got
what he
close
did.
to that 6 ball,
No,
though.
he did the right thing,
Yeah.
and you were right, Jennifer, but I like rolling it.
You just leave so much to chance when you roll it.
You mean that's what I did wrong my whole career?
She likes letting that stroke out. I think it's good practice to do that, too.
Well, I feel like when you try to, like, slow the ball
and
down,
Karen
you
says,
hit it
you got
thick.
it, John.
Big win. Big win.
Was that a winner's side match? Or is that a loser's
This
side?
No,
was
winner,
an A-side
the whole
match.
2 o'clock matches are winner's
Oh,
side.
okay. You see how
Well,
much I'm paying
folks,
attention.
you know what? We got to end this recording. We want to thank Jennifer Beretta, the 9mm, and also Danny DiLiberto for sitting in. Thank you both.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry I called you a whale.
That's all right.